Bola Tinubu or the candidacy of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. Moving on, the spokesman of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council in Rivers State, Leonu Wobibusa, has raised an alarm alleging a plan by the state government to revoke the certificate of occupancy of its GPA. Our correspondent that they have information. The governor will on Wednesday, 28th December, announce the cancellation of the certificate of occupancy of the campaign office.
We at the Rivers State Presidential Campaign Council have been reliably informed by a verifiable source that the governor of Rivers State, Governor Nyesom Ezewanwike, on Wednesday will be making public the cancellation of the C of O of the property where our campaign council is presently sited. It is truly unfortunate that the C of O of Rivers State has been reduced to a mere tissue paper. By the governor's action, it is clear that national institutions do business with Rivers people and residents of Rivers State who may be willing to use their C of O as laterals for financial transactions.
You recall that the PDP Presidential Campaign Council was allegedly sealed last week by officials of the River State Ministry of Urban Affairs. River State INEC office voters correspondent said the Eligbo INEC is to a certain level of collection. This Yuletide reports about turnouts with staff on duty. Some people told our correspondent the process is unorganized. It is seamless.
2 days after Sunday, and before you know, crowd started coming. There is public holiday. They have to work.
Yes, it's my system to be very wrong. I come up with a thing to make it work. Be on what I want. Just to
should go at public holiday today, tomorrow, that's on Wednesday, 9. Now, for rest, since the collection, then now things are not organized. I don't think I have to. This is my 10th or 4th time I'm coming here.
Access to are not entitled to new PVCs as the Commission did not print their cards. Said the Commission read their previous valid registration. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, has urged commanding officers to remain apolitical in the discharge of their duties. Speaking at the closing of the 2022 Army Staff Third Quarter Conference, Yahya said that the mission as the 2023 elections near. That standards throughout the election period. Away from the Federal Sector Kanda, Salisu Kalanduji told our correspondent Emeka Otuka that the accident in Eleme was the only one reported on Christmas Day in the state. Mr. Kalanduchi said it was a suspected case of drunk driving. The sector council appealed to drivers to avoid driving whilst intoxicated. Elsewhere, the family of one Uchenna Eke are calling following his unknown gunman from his home in Igbo area state on the 2nd of December 2002. Speaking to our correspondent, the league partner chief to the matter also said efforts to contact Eke have not been successful.
I can't want of movement dressed in many of these uniforms. Same, just like to the outdoors. And so I don't know who was person alive. And then also he got what they were creation. He said, oh my God, I don't know, he broke his house, his house, his Sienna already packed in his compound, and they put him there till today. No news about him. His phone wouldn't go. They've not called for ransom. They've not asked for this where he is. The wife went and lodged a complaint at Umwedele police station in Eche local government. But still nothing has happened.
Moving on, a 39-year-old man, Eseni Egu, was on Monday killed at the Ekoli Edda community in the Afipo South local government area of Ebonyi State. The Punch reports that the incident occurred when members of the Ebebegu security outfit clashed with youths in the area on Boxing Day. The Ebebegu operators, according to the community source, allegedly arrived the market square in the area in company of the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Stanley Okoro Emeka, patrolled and shot sporadically in the air and left. Still ahead, thousands of BVNs on corruption watch list. Please stay tuned. to the news. In business, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says about 6,047 bank verification numbers, BVNs, are on the bank's watch list. The CBNs for fraudulent transactions. This is contained in the CBN Financial Stability June 2022 report published this month. According to the report, the total number of watch-listed BVNs for fraud rose by 13.09% from 5,347 in December of 2021 to 6,047 in June of 2022. In entertainment, the Lagos State government has ordered the full closure and suspension of activities at the kiddies section of an event venue, Wonderland Lagos. This comes after a guest was electrocuted at the facility yesterday. And finally, from the international scene, Chinese officials say the country will scrap quarantine for travelers from the 8th of January. This will mark the last major shift from the country's zero-COVID policy. After almost 3 years of closed borders, this will reopen the country to those who will work and those with work and study visas or seeking to visit family. But it comes as China struggles with the virus's ferocious spread in the wake of restrictions being lifted. Reports say hospitals are overwhelmed and elderly people are dying. But that was the news. But before we leave, a quick wrap-up of the headlines that you got to hear this afternoon. The PDP Presidential Campaign Council in Rivers State is alleging a plot to revoke their certificate of occupancy. The Chief of Army Staff has urged military personnel to be apolitical in the coming elections. The CBN has placed thousands of BVNs on corruption watch list. And on the foreign scene, China will scrap quarantine for all travelers from the 8th of January 2023. The news was edited by Constance Mega. Sunny weather in Port Harcourt is expected this afternoon with temperatures of about 32 degrees centigrade. Please be advised. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. My name is Jude Omamegbe. Thank you for being a part of the news and good afternoon.